Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. That's right, it's your boy, Dane Johnson 3_16, aka Gravity, the man who has never met a mic he didn't like because they're all swell guys in my eyes. Back with another episode of the GWA, the Global Wrestling Alliance. Fresh off GWA Horror Night, we are back with Sunday Night Massacre, ladies and gentlemen, as your new GWA Tag Team Champions. One half of those champions, David Stryker, in the ring with the Mark Jeff Bravo of the Dream Team. As they go one-on-one, of course, the Dream Team laying claim to that number one contendership spot. And we'll see if down the road they do become champions, ladies and gentlemen, as we are live. Quick kick out after one. David Stryker going one-on-one with the Mark Jeff Bravo. Of course, these gentlemen, the Bravos, the Dream Team, representing GTS Wrestling, as well as Eleanor is all over me here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, hon, I might need help. Jeff Bravo now working the leg of David Stryker. Like I said, one half of the GWA Tag Team Champions in a controversial winning fashion, I might add, as going back and looking at the footage, Renelle McDonnell actually making David Stryker tap out, and I'm loving it. If you ask me, they should be your GWA Tag Team Champions, but the referee, the official, letting things play out a little, refusing to count, and of course your GM having to make that count, that 1, 2, 3, and your new GWA Tag Team Champions, the Unholy Union. As we'll get a couple of these bad boys out. Why not? Y'all know what I mean. Huge things coming up tonight. Down the pipe, we have Bent Rod Ron addressing the GWA crowd here, as we could have a new attitude for old Bent Rod. David Stryker able to reverse that, slamming the Mark Jeff Bravo head first into the mat, the canvas. David Stryker on the top rope now. Stryker with the double axe handle smash. Shades of, ooh yeah, the Macho Man. That was a beautiful move by David Stryker. So let's get some likes going. David Stryker now working the leg over on the Mark Jeff Bravo, who's kicking out of that one. Jeff Bravo now. He's got David Stryker in the corner. Nice move, a slingshot into a German suplex, releasing at the same time Jeff Bravo on fire with that running clothesline. Pulling David Stryker towards the middle of the ring here. As ladies and gentlemen, give me 2 seconds. As my cat Eleanor wants to snuggle a little bit, it looks like. Jeff Bravo, beautiful move. And he's been in control here. And Jeff Bravo looks to be on fire as that discus elbow to the head. I'm not even going to call that a forearm. That was straight up to the head, if you ask me. An elbow. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, technical difficulties. As a beautiful slam there by the Mark Jeff Bravo, gets a 2 count only, kicking out of that David Stryker. as Hunter Carr in the house tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event, triple threat action for the GWA Internet Championship. Hunter Carr in that match taking on Gunnar Fredericks and Dangerous Douglas Hawkins, the Doer Devil. Fresh off that trilogy with the brothers, that's going to be hard to top. Of course, that triple threat match, DM winning all 3 matches against his sibling rivals, the Warwolf and Big Mike, who I am told has cold turkey quit the Kool-Aid. So he's definitely going to be unhinged as the mark here. He's going to look to hit the mark elbow. Oh my God. He doesn't look like a rock at all there. In the corner now, running spear to David Stryker, and the bloodied Mark Jeff Bravo is all over the trash man here, off the ropes, missing that. And David Stryker now trying to hit a clothesline, connecting with the side of the head. David Stryker underhook butterfly into like a kind of a tiger driver. Off the ropes, David Stryker, and he's going to connect with that move, the very move that the Mark Jeff Bravo tried to hit earlier. David Stryker now from a dead heap. That's 12 stone right there. Jeff Bravo in trouble. Getting taken down. David Stryker rolling through here. Look at the alligator roll. Beautiful move. And into the submission now. The forearms across the face. David Stryker. Straight punch by the Mark Jeff Bravo, and another release German suplex. Ladies and gentlemen, looking so damn fly, like a G6 in this match. Off the ropes, the Mark Jeff Bravo going for a belly-to-belly suplex. David Stryker gonna reverse that right into a Stryker spiker. Hooks the leg. Referee into position. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, David Stryker victorious here tonight in this one-on-one contest. Oh my heavens, the Mark Jeff Bravo. Dude, what was he in control for, like 95% of that match? That's crazy. Oh man, I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. You know, soaked it in. I know a couple friends who took nephews trick-or-treating. That's always good. Look at the mark here. Jeff Bravo unable to get the victory here tonight. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, what a shame. As we still have so much more to come your way, ladies and gentlemen, the Global Wrestling Alliance. Do it for the boys. The boys who drop into hot zones. The boys who don't ping things. Do it for those boys. And here it is, the end of the match. The Stryker Spiker at the bottom, or so the top of the 9th, just taking the victory here. And your GWA Tag Team Champions. Jeez, getting it, they're looking good. They are looking real nice. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go as we have Joe Lau taking on Daddy Dave, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will challenge Chris Jamie Jericho C2Js next week, ladies and gentlemen. As we keep our promise to GWA, will have weekly title matches. And next week will be that North American Championship as Joe Lau takes on Daddy Dave. We have no entrances on. Let me know, guys, if you like no entrances or if you like entrances. It's totally your call. As stomping away there. Nice head scissors by Joe Lau, the Ghost Butcher here. Just chopping Daddy Dave down like a redwood. The grapple here. The collar elbow tie up. Daddy Dave getting the better of Joe Lau, walking him all the way across the ring. And the official gonna get in there and break that up. As we are live, ladies and gentlemen, south side of Edmonton. Nice throw into the corner there, the Ghost Butcher. Daddy Dave back into the corner. Daddy Dave, oh my heavens! Eating the ring post there, and then trying to hit the running English bullet style drop kick, unable to, but that back elbow does, and countering, and momentarily anyway at a stalemate here with another collar elbow tie up, but taking an arm now is Daddy Dave. That arm ringer now. Gonna ring it again. Work Joe Lau down to a knee momentarily. Who's trying to fight back. This is beautiful chain wrestling here only in Edmonton, Alberta. Joe Lau. He will not be foiled here. We got a 1 count only. Lau now. Oh, and he slammed right down to the mat by Daddy Dave. Also gonna kick the small of the back and stomp the gut. Well, he wanted to. No, he does. He takes a walk across the pond. Daddy Dave, of course, part of that concussion fathers tag team with J.C. Curtis, dealing with the minor injury from his last match. Doctors advising he doesn't compete this week. He will be back in action next week. J.C. Curtis. Look at this. And Joe Lau stomping away here. And no, Joe Lau outside the ring. He's also looking for a belly-to-belly. This is the second time we've seen that counter tonight. As we are up to a count of 5. Oh, and there's a super kick by Daddy Dave, taking Joe Lau right off his feet. And throwing Joe Lau into the ring. Oh my heavens, what it would mean for Daddy Dave to become #1 contender for the GWA North American Championship. Oh, and a 2 count only, says the referee. Off the ropes, and oh, missing with that kick, Daddy Dave, but not missing with that tornado DDT, and Joe Lau slowly to his feet. Daddy Dave now. Oh, nice move, Dave. I love it. Jumping crossbody, that's blocked by Joe. Nice slam, Joe Lau right into the cover. 1. Oh my heavens. That knee dropping down, looking like Egon in the ring. I love it. Oh, rumors are swirling. Definitely. Huge clothesline. Another clothesline. As ladies and gentlemen, Joe Lau is into it. We do. We have major breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen, as this match continues into a 2 count. I'm being told El Jefe, not only El Jefe, oh, another count, 1, 2, but your GTS European Champion, a title not even recognized in the GWA, that is Dane Johnson, who is a champion in another promotion, GTS Wrestling. He's their European champion. I'm being told that both him and LFA upset at their lack of opportunities for single titles. El Jefe losing at Horror Night. So LFA and Dane Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, are being forced to once again team up, and they will take on the Fabulous Fashion Models here tonight. No single title opportunities until they once again apparently become tag team champions, as we got a 3 count, and Joe Lau is your #1 contender for that GWA North American Championship, and here is the champion, Chris Jamie Jericho. This is insane. And Chris Jamie Jericho coming to the ring to look his #1 contender in the eyes, and Joe Lau is not backing down from this conehead geriatric. This is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. People dancing to the Thriller in the background. I don't believe it. As ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is absolutely insane. As of course these two men, like I said, forced to team up tonight, as they have lost title chance after title chance in the singles department. So now El Jefe, along with Dane Johnson, taking on the Fabulous Fashion Models here tonight in tag team action. And Dane Johnson telling El Jefe that he'll start things off, and a little sportsmanship there, as of course you remember the last time these two did fight one-on-one, they finally buried the hatchet, shaking hands after months of beating the holy hell out of one another. Dane Johnson going right into hardcore missionary. His one move. Here we go now into the corner, and there's a tag. Oh, are you serious? Hooks and Dreams picking up where they left off. Of course, they are former tag team champions. El Jefe losing his internet title opportunity against a man who decapitated a legitimate Gibbons goblin to somehow get some weird superpowers, some supernatural powers. And ladies and gentlemen, that internet title is on the line in what I'm being told might not be a triple threat match anymore, ladies and gentlemen. As I get, oh my God, can I just call a match? I keep getting word through my headset, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of people barging in, talk about unoriginal. The Warwolf and Big Mike barging in to the offices, the corporate office at GWA headquarters. They demanded another shot at the World Heavyweight title. They will have to settle with being added to that already confirmed triple threat match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, your GWA Sunday Night Massacre main event, a 5-way internet title match, as the Kool-Aid Mixin' Big Mike, the Warwolf, will join Hunter Carr, the Doer Devil Douglas Hawkins, and your internet champion Gunnar Fredericks in your main event. Oh my God, a 5-way. I normally don't watch those videos. A giant kick by El Jefe. Jeez, you can't even call the action here. Like, no more info coming through the headset, guys, as there's another tag, as I can't believe the chemistry here. Hooks and Dreams. It's hard to believe that these guys almost killed each other, and El Jefe at one time was radicalized. El Jefe Ali. Oh my God. Beautiful counter by Dane Johnson, who lost in all of this, is GTS European Champion. Of course, a title not recognized in the GWA. Going to another company and stealing one of their championships. Dane Johnson, you can check him out on GTS Wrestling. And we got another tag here as Hooks and Dreams are absolutely taking it to the fabulous fashion models who, let's not forget, oh my God, are you kidding me? A shooting star flying high through the sky like Mary Poppins there, El Jefe Ali, taking it to the model Rick Martel, who finally makes a point of getting an elbow up. And this referee, if he can move just a little bit, that would be nice. Another beautiful counter there, and that's all. The model Ricky Martel has been able to hit, as Hooks and Dreams are making a point to shoving it down management's throat here, and finally in comes Ray-Bans Martel. Nice move, El Jefe. Oh my. Hitting him with a little lasso from El Paso there. And are we going to see it? The El Jefe. Boom! Oh my, on a very fresh Ray-Bans Martel, who picks the ankle there. We are 3 matches deep. Some might say that's balls deep. And here we go. Nice running power slam here by Ray-Bans Martel. And the model Ricky Martel, I guess we're going to say, hit that elbow. And what is going on here? The fabulous fashion models allowing that tag to take place. Let's not forget these two men also represent GTS Wrestling. As the invasion, the crossover, I guess we don't want to call it an invasion. It's been pretty straightforward superstar exchange so far, but you never know. And here we go, Dane Johnson locking in that chokehold. And he wins the match. And Hooks and Dreams are victorious, putting their differences aside, because if both superstars want to be successful solo, they once again have to get it done as a team. Are you kidding me? The redemption arc here. Oh, and El Jefe hates that. Oh, El Jefe, the pat on the shoulder, that drives him absolutely crazy. But he's not going to let it get to him. Beautiful match there. Tag team wrestling on display. The GWA, the Global Wrestling Alliance, ladies and gentlemen. That was beautiful. That was well done. That was well executed, ladies and gentlemen. As let's get it going here, ladies and gentlemen. Bent Rod Ron, going by Rotten Ron. Rumors have been swirling all day about this, as Bent Rod Ron, absolutely livid at his lack of opportunity in the Global Wrestling Alliance. Everybody is. Send me a message about how upset you are when it comes to your lack of title opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make it happen, as here we're about to start it up. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I forget I gotta hit a little X. As making his way to the ring here, Bent Rod Ron, who wants to go by Rotten. Rotten Ron with the guitar in hand here. Absolutely crazy. A cheap shot. Coming out to the ring right now, and rumors have been swirling all day that it's because he wants to call out the GWA heavyweight champion. Amazing stuff here. As yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Warwolf in your main event tonight, a 5-way title match, first ever of its kind in the GWA. Anything goes, but oh my God, pinfalls must take place inside the ring. As we are absolutely viral right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Bent Rod Ron with that microphone. Getting ready. He's calling out DM, ladies and gentlemen. And will Dr. Love answer the bell here? And he will, ladies and gentlemen. The GWA heavyweight champion, Dr. Love, the Enforcer DM. This is a non-title match. DM fresh off defending that championship 3 times in a row. 3 triple threat matches. Like, are you shitting me? Oh, it's non-title, DM. Bent Rod Ron simply, Rotten Ron wants a one-on-one match. If he gets the victory here tonight, you got to think he's going to earn a title opportunity. 3 weeks in a row, DM defending that title in triple threat contests, ending inside that rusty Hell in a Cell match at Halloween Horror Night. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, if Bent Rod Ron can't get this done, well, we're going to have to find a #1 contender to DM. But if Bent Rod Ron can get it done, you know he's going to get a title shot here ASAP. That GWA North American title is on the line next week as Joe Lau, the Ghost Butcher, will challenge C2J's Chris Jamie Jericho. That'll be interesting. And that's only because we got injuries in the GWA. Those crazy hardcore matches. Rattlesnake is hurt. JC Curtis is hurt. We got a thin roster again, boys. DM into the cover. And there's a kick out at 1. Bent Rod Ron gonna pull himself up on the apron, and DM gonna run, hit a little bit of a spear there. Smashing his head and some buffalo jump there. Oh, nice chop there by DM. And a beautiful swinging neck breaker right on the outside and dropping an elbow. DM 2 of them. No way there's gonna be a third, and there is. DM. And Bent Rod Ron, the running DDT to counter. And then jumping to the outside of the ring. Oh my God, this means everything to the old guy. Bent Rod Ron, who's Mornville famous. The Snowman Yeti. Nice move there. Bent Rod Ron. Rotten Ron, sorry. He's rotten now, to the core. The punches here, going so old school here. Getting out of that, though, Dr. Love. As the referee is up to a count of 5. And DM now. Power bomb on the outside. And DM, who probably could have won it by countout, is going to throw Rotten Ron inside the ring. Oh, and Rotten Ron Nice trick there, the veteran move, and rolling through. Are you kidding me? One! Oh, jeez. He had him in the old balloon knot there. And gets the elbow up, followed by a clothesline all the way from the north side. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out at 2. Beautifully done. Bent Rod Ron, not to be outdone here tonight. From the top rope that time with an elbow. Rotten Ron kicked right back down. And DM now just having his way with the man who called him to the ring. Oh, kicking DM right in the head though. Bent Rod Ron. What is Bent Rod Ron doing here? Are you kidding me? A slingshot powerbomb! Holy! What a move by Rotten Ron, who looks on. A man fresh off that Hell in a Cell match. And oh my God, they're too tired here. Are they going to get counted out? No, ladies and gentlemen, that's good. Back inside the ring there. Dr. Love, oh my God, making him check his own prostate there. It looked like the old reach around. Huge back body suplex, ladies and gentlemen. Shot to the gut. Oh, they're just a little tired. Nice swinging neck breaker there, ladies and gentlemen. As your GWA heavyweight champion, if you are just tuning in, oh my God, and there's another clothesline from the north. 1, 2, and Bent Ron, Rotten Ron again. Oh no, not the tap dance. DM. He is pissed off now. DM is sick of this. Dr. Love, side slam. Oh, jeez. Dr. Love now stomping, picking up Bent Rod Ron and slamming him down. 1, 2, 3. Holy. DM Dr. Love just taking it to the much older Rotten Ron here. And your GWA heavyweight champion has just been on an unstoppable roll. As ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. As Big Mike and the Werewolf barging into the offices, the corporate offices, demanding another shot at the GWA heavyweight title. But they're going to have to settle to being added to this already, what was a triple threat match. And these other competitors aren't happy about what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. That is all good. Oh, yeah. That GWA Internet title on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Hooks and Dreams getting it done. If they could continue their winning ways, getting along in the tag team division, it's only a matter of time before they are champions once again. Look at the Werewolf on his way to the ring. Crazy. As the Werewolf, Big John Marino, makes his way to the ring, the North Side Warwolf, I should say. And are we looking at the next internet champion? As I think the way to do it is half entrances. Give everyone a little bit of an entrance. It doesn't need to be the whole thing. Y'all know what I mean? And what the hell is this? Big Mike! Oh my God, are you kidding me? Looks like he got sent into Value Village blindfolded and just grabbed random items, as here comes the Kool-Aid mixin' Pain Edition Big Mike. Oh, the Orange Edition. I love it. Big Mike, and of course the Warwolf, unable to become GWA champion in any of those triple threat matches. DM winning all of them, which is insane when you think of it. So here comes Hunter Carr on his way to the ring, influenced by his mentors Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. This is absolutely insane. The dilemma this man is in, the split personalities of controversial Hunter Carr. And here comes. These are the superstars who should have been in this match. And look at the brothers standing beside each other right now. What the hell is that? There's no way those two are on the same page. Oh, that wouldn't be good for anybody. Not at all. As here comes Gunnar Fredericks, the Cryptid Hunter, the GWA Internet Champion. And are you kidding me? I thought it was one time only, but apparently this son of a bitch has the Great Khali with him now. So he's beheaded a gibbon goblin, and he's befriended a literal giant. Gunnar Fredericks, the Cryptid Hunter. Oh, the lengths this man will go to stay GWA Internet Champion. And here comes your final challenger, Douglas Hawkins, on his way to the ring. This match will be something to behold, ladies and gentlemen. GWA Sunday Night Massacre main event. Huge match. Good times. Here we go, ring the bell, and Big Mike jumping up with a super kick right away. And then a cutter on his brother. Maybe there isn't an alliance, and we got a pinfall right away. As the chosen one, controversial Hunter Carr, who says he was chosen by the spirits of, I can't believe I'm saying this, the spirits of Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit to carry on their heritage inside the squared circle, the charisma of Eddie Guerrero, the technical wrestling prowess of one Rapid Wolverine, who believes is innocent, I should say. That's absolutely insane in the membrane. Stomping on the foot there, the Warwolf and Big Mike picking up where they left off. They have been at each other's throats for what? It's got, what, like 6 months now? 7 months? That those two have just hated each other. And you gotta think here, oh, the odds of the Cryptid Hunter holding on to that GWA Internet Championship are slim to none. But anything is in play with that magical decapitated head, the Gibbons Goblin. I swear we tried looking for the Gibbons Goblin too, El Jefe and I. We didn't find him, luckily. Fucking gotta decapitate him, that's a little serious. And that is broken up, ladies and gentlemen. Momentarily, we got reversals here. And the referee has got to be careful in these sort of matches, these circumstances. As the Warwolf taking a bite out of that top turnbuckle now, and Chris Benoit, the side of Benoit, stomping away, and now the Guerrero leg gets a kick in as well on Big Mike. Nice move there. As once again here, the Chosen One controversial Hunter Carr using the Benoit side as much as he does that Guerrero side. 50-50 with the offense. The Spirit's taking over his body, and there is a little Benoit going for the crossface there on the Warwolf. Insane. A punch to the head. And here we, nice move. Kick out there. Gunnar Fredericks. And the Warwolf with that choke backbreaker bomb. And the inside out clothesline. The Warwolf now in complete control. Oh my, tossing him like a pizza. Cover. Hooking the Guerrero leg. Oh, kicking out of that one. We go again. Nice move. Nice counter there. The Chosen One, Hunter Carr, taking down the Warwolf, wrapping him up in a submission hold there. Benoit style, you got to appreciate it. And Hunter Carr taking it to the Doer Devil. Big Mike breaking that up. An overhand punch. Look at Big Mike there. What the hell was that? As he tried to mix up some Kool-Aid and he missed. The picture remained empty. Oh my, nice move there though. The double knees to the face, breaking the nose. Off the ropes. And Hunter Carr now. Oh my, I thought he was going to be stuck in a vortex there. Controversial Hunter Carr. Some call him the Chosen One. It is written on his tights, by the way. I haven't even talked about that giant on the outside of the ring, the Great Khali. Stomping the Warwolf now. Go behind on Hunter Carr. Nice atomic drop as the Doer Devil, Douglas Hawkins, is on the outside of the ring. And he is just letting those arrows fly. Hunter Carr now joining him. Gonna grab the Doer Devil, and we have the brothers in the ring now with the champion as the brothers are left inside. The champion joins him again, and running full steam ahead is the Northside Warwolf, taking the wind right out of the sails of your GWA Internet Champion. Huge move by Big Mike. We got a German suplex. The champion, though, double arm DDT. Big Mike gonna cover the Doer Devil, and that's broken up. Controversial Hunter Carr. Nice move. Oh my, running clothesline. Stomping away here. Hunter Carr asking people to be quiet. Okay, it's not a library, bro. Calm down. Controversial Hunter Carr scooping him up now. Oh, he's going to go for a cover off that scoop slam. Interesting strategy. Love it. Nice into the corner. Another scoop. That is countered by the Warwolf, who's going to hit a Scorpion death drop. Looking for that clothesline and missing. Getting the baseball bat, though, away from his younger brother and taking it to the head of the controversial Hunter Carr. Clothesline from the north side. The Warwolf, the cover. 1, 2. Kick out. This is insane. Warwolf. Nice. A powerbomb backbreaker that time. Nice move. downstairs. The doer devil. Nice. Razor's Edge. People called me out on it too. And just broken up by the champion as controversial Hunter Carr has to also break up a pinfall as his just was being rolled over now into the Boston Crab. Boston Crab. And ladies and gentlemen, I think Big Mike just tapped out. And I'm being told that is indeed what happened. Big Mike tapping out. Are you shitting me? Big Mike, of all people, taps out to that magical Boston Crab, and still your internet champion, the Cryptid Hunter, Gunnar Fredericks. Oh my God, Gunnar Fredericks, are you shitting me? Somebody's got to take that head from him, bro. That's what's got to happen. If somebody can just grab that head, that's all we need. Nice kick downstairs if you saw that. Look at this move. Jeez, the Warwolf getting robbed. And I don't believe how quick that was. He tapped out right away. Something's got to be going on with Big Mike, ladies and gentlemen. He did not look to be himself tonight. Like something is up with Big Mike. As ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the GWA, the Global Wrestling Alliance. We will, of course, see you next Sunday. Confirmed match, ladies and gentlemen, that GWA North American Championship on the line. Chris Jamie Jericho defends against the Ghost Butcher, Joe Lal. We'll see you next time.